Hello and welcome. My name is Krystal Woods. I'm a human design specialist, coach, and mentor. I am the creator of the Portal of Potential, as well as the Embodied by Design practitioner certification. I help other founders and entrepreneurs to really harness the power of your human design to live a more purposeful, balanced, and flowy life. So I'm here to talk to you today about human design type. So type is, there's this misconception that your type has really anything to do with your personality, and it doesn't. There are going to be things that you will have these common denominators of the way in which your energy operates, which can manifest in your personality, but your type does not determine your personality, nor does it describe it. So what your type actually is, by the way, there are 5 types. So when you run your human design chart, it tells you what your type is, and you could be one of 5, a manifestor, projector, generator, manifesting generator, or reflector. And so that those 5 types are, you can sort of look at them as archetypes, but really they're just part of this puzzle. And we all have a role. And the ways in which we play out that role will vary very much. Of course, we're all so unique. And so your type really is the most broad part of your human design. But on the flip side of the coin, it does tell us a whole lot about how you operate and how your aura operates. And that's really what your human design type actually describes, which is the electromagnetic field that is you and about 6 feet around you in all directions. So obviously we're all energy. We're all vibrating at different frequencies, and we know that scientifically. And so human design can give us information as to how our electromagnetic field, how our energy field actually interacts with the energy fields around us and how it moves through the world. And so the way that this manifests will be completely up to you. And there are all these other layers of your human design that can give you more information into that. But for the purposes of today, talking about type, just know that this is one of the most general parts of your human design, and it's not super nuanced. However, the way that your aura operates is the way that your aura operates. Okay, so your personality might be very different from another of the same type, but your aura operates in the same way. Okay? What determines your aura, or what determines your type, is your definition in your chart. So you have all these 64 numbers all around the centers in your chart. And so the ones that are activated or colored in, that's your definition. Now, when you have a full channel, so when you have 2 gates that come together to make a full channel, that's when those 2 centers now become defined. So now these 2 centers, this is consistent, reliable energy for you. This is energy that other people experience from you. And when that's your consistent, reliable energy and you have certain centers connecting to each other, that's what determines your type. That's what determines your aura. So it's just these consistent ways that your energy work. And I'm not going to go through exactly which centers that you have defined or undefined, create this type or that type, just for time's sake today. But I am going to just tell you that, first of all, it's very normal. As I describe the types, it's very normal to resonate with other types. Remember that this human design chart shows us all these potentials of human behavior. And yes, you are going to have some that are the most consistent for you, the energy that you're really here to bring to the world. But you're also going to experience a lot of energy from other people. So it's not so black and white, and you are going to resonate with these other behaviors or these other just qualities of the other types, even if they're not your type. So first of all, that's normal. And second of all, I really truly believe that we're all here to learn something from one another. And each type is here to really teach us all something. And I think we have something to learn from each type, and we have something to teach each type. So that's really the lens that I'm going to be talking about the types through today. And so let's start with manifestors. Manifestors are about 8 to 9% of the population. And manifestors, they really teach us how to take up space. They teach us how to be unconventional, go against the grain, and initiate whole new worlds. And that's what manifestors are really here for, is initiating. Manifestors are the only type that are designed to not wait, to initiate based on some vision that they have. And usually this thing is something that's completely new. that hasn't been done before. And it could be something as small as designing your closet, or it could be something as big as creating a global brand. But either way, they're shaking it up. They're breaking ground, but they're not necessarily designed to build, to do all of the work to completely manifest that vision to form. They're here to initiate it. I am a manifester, fun fact. So projectors are about 20% of the population, and projectors are really here to teach us how to see and recognize ourselves and how to see and recognize others. And they're also here to teach us how to relax into our success instead of grinding after it. And projectors are really here to be in this role of the guide. Projectors really do deeply see others on levels that a lot of times we can't see ourselves. And so they really are able to guide us in the direction that they see us going because they see us so deeply. But we have to be receptive to that. And so that's why projectors are here to wait for the invitation. And it's not necessarily a written or spoken invitation. Sometimes it's a pull from inside of you into life. There are lots of nuances with that. But projectors are really here to be in this relaxed state of providing guidance. And they're here to teach us a little bit about that within ourselves too. Generators are about 35% of the population. And generators really teach us how to connect with the wisdom of our bodies. They have these very powerful responses inside their bodies that radiate out of their aura. And these responses, while not all the types necessarily have these big responses from their bodies, we all do need to connect with our bodies because the bodies hold the wisdom. And so generators can really teach us how to access that. And they also teach us how to be steady and steadfast in our effort and how to build out the processes we need. Generators are here for mastery, and they're here to be the builders. And they see the vision and they respond to the vision and they get activated by it and they receive their role and they master the role. And so whatever that vision or that role is depends on the generator, but that's really what they're here to teach us about ourselves too. And manifesting generators are about 35% of the population as well. And they really also teach us how to connect with our bodies, but also our inner joy and our inner excitement. Manifesting generators can be very quick to get excited and to change direction and to go after it. And so that energy can really be contagious, especially when the manifesting generator is honoring their body's response. And they also teach us what self-empowerment really means and what it looks like and how it feels. And part of that is when a manifesting generator, like I said, are honoring their body's response and are truly going after and allowing themselves to be expanded and excited by something new, really empower us to do that for ourselves too. We feel the high of that when they're around. And reflectors are here to teach us how to see the greater picture and how to use everyone we meet as a mirror into ourselves, into our own progress, into the things that still need tender, loving care and attention. They also teach us the importance of connecting with the cosmos and the moon. You know, we as humans are part of all of it. You know, we're just part of it. We're just a tiny speck. And so, of course, we are so deeply connected with the celestial bodies, with all of energy, all of space, all of matter. And reflectors are the most deeply connected to that. And so they teach us the importance of that. They teach us how to zoom out and to see the bigger picture. And yeah, so all 5 types really have something valuable to teach us about ourselves and about the world. And so whatever type you are, know that there's something special about you. The more you learn about what that something special is, the more you can own it and the more you can live your life from that space. And that's when things get really magical and really juicy.